Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing an eyeshadow tutorial on this look right here with the yellow eyeshadow. I've seen a lot of people doing like a yellow type of look just recently. It's just a really good color for summer. So I've been wanting to try it out and I found a couple yellow eyeshadow shades that I had. So if you want to see how to achieve this look, then go ahead and keep watching. Alright, so first I'm actually going to go in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Prism palette. And I'm going to go in with this bright yellow shade here. This one is called Sphere. And I'm just going to take a tiny bit onto like a fluffy brush and put that into my crease. And just start off with that color. I've actually been wanting to do like a yellow eyeshadow look for a while now, but I didn't think that I had any yellow eyeshadow. I actually found my ColourPop palette, the Yes Please palette that has like the yellows and golds in it, and then I decided I might as well do it because before I thought all I had was this yellow in this palette, this bright yellow, neon yellow. And I was like, well, I don't think I can do what I'm wanting to do with that shade. So I've just been waiting. Alright, so I focused this mostly on the crease here, but I also quickly brushed it over my whole lid just to give a little bit more of a base. And so I have it kind of all the way from here, all the way out throughout my crease, but I mostly focused on the crease, trying to use it more as like a transition type shade. And next I'm going to go in with my ColourPop palette. This one is the Yes Please palette. I'm going to go in with this shade right here, this yellow, which is called French Kiss. So I'm going to go in with that same fluffy brush and put that on there and start blending that into the crease a little bit lower than what I put that first yellow shade, and start blending that all together. Alright, so I use that fluffy brush really just to blend it into the crease. I'm going to use like a more of a flat brush now and go into that same shade and really start packing that on to the lid and focusing specifically on the lid to get that color to shine through a little bit more. I've actually never worn yellow eyeshadow before, but I've just been seeing a lot of people wear it and I really liked the way that it looked. And I feel like it's really fun for summer too. It's just one of those colors that's bright and fun, but it's not too crazy. Like, it's not like neon colors or anything like that, even though that first yellow shade was a little bright. Alright, now that I have that packed on the lid, I'm just going to go in one last time with that same shade on a fluffy brush and just blend it out a little bit so it's not harsh on the lid into the crease. I want it to be really nicely blended out. Alright, so I'm done with my eyes for now. I'm going to go in and do my foundation. I've already primed my face. I used the Cover FX blurring primer. And now I'm going to go in with one of my favorites. You guys see me use this one all the time. It's the Maybelline Matte and Poreless Fit Me foundation. So I'm going to go ahead and apply this to my face. And I'm just going to apply that with a damp beauty blender as well. And one thing I do with my foundation as well, especially with the beauty blender, is I don't add any extra foundation, but I kind of just like pat my ears as well, just to make sure that my ears, my face, my neck, everything all matches as far as the shade. Because I don't really tan my face or obviously my ears or anything like that. So this part of my body is so much lighter than like my shoulders or the rest of my body. So I try to just make sure that all matches and there's not like a stark difference that you can tell. But I don't add anything extra, just whatever's already on my beauty blender. And also I forgot to mention, before I started my eye makeup, I did do my brows and I also used concealer to carve out my brows, as well as use that same concealer just as like an eyeshadow base, just because I wanted those colors really to pop. So having that extra base made a big difference in my opinion. I feel like the color showed through much better than it probably would have had I not done that. So I would definitely recommend doing that. Next I'm going to go in with my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. And I'm going to just conceal my face. I'm going to go right underneath my eyes. I've been taking it lately a little bit up the side of my nose as well. Not all the way, just kind of like right here, just to see how that works. I've been noticing, or I've seen other people do it, and it like slims your nose. So I just wanted to I've been kind of trying it out and seeing how I like it. Right, and then I'm going to go back in with my damp beauty blender and just blend that all out. Alright, so I have that all blended out. I'm going to go ahead and set my under eyes. I'm actually going to use the Airspun Loose Face Powder. And I'm gonna just press that right underneath my eyes. All right, next I'm gonna go in and just contour my face a little bit. I'm gonna use my Anastasia Beverly Hills Cream Contour Kit. Now I really don't contour a lot. I just kind of like to get a little bit, like, it just darkens up my face a little bit more, gives me a little bit more color. So I've been doing this a lot more recently. I never really did it before. Like, I would try it, but it was just not something I did a lot. So I've been recently doing it a lot more, and I'm liking the way that it's turning out. And then I just use my damp beauty blender to blend out that line. I really just like kind of pat it, the line right on my cheek. I don't drag that color or anything like that because I want that where it's at, but I obviously don't want a line like this showing on my face. I want it a lot more blended out. I feel like a lot of people get a little bit nervous about using like a cream contour as well. And I've used powder and cream contour. I actually started with a powder contour, like when I first started getting into the contour, because it seemed like it would be easier, which it is pretty easy, but I feel like the cream contour is super easy as well. The biggest thing is just making sure you blend it out, and I really feel like with a damp beauty blender, it works really, really well. And I just like the way that it looks as well, better than like a powder contour, because my skin's already dry, so I don't need to add, if I can avoid adding additional powders, that's always been a plus for me. So I would kind of, don't be scared about using cream contour. It's a lot easier than you would initially think. All right, now that that's done, I'm gonna go in and use a little bit of bronzer. I'm gonna go in with my Hoola bronzer and just really put that right where I had contoured. So right underneath my cheekbones and then on the edges of my face as well. Then I'm gonna go ahead and take my damp beauty blender with some of that same face powder, and I'm just gonna carve that out a little bit, just so that it's not too dark. And I actually just took that right from the edge of my mouth and then dragged it up. I used to start like from my ear, and then it would always end up like all mismatched, and then it would look uneven. So I've started doing this a little bit, and it seems to work way better. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and finish up my eyes. I'm actually gonna first brush away this face powder that's underneath my eyes. And then I'm gonna go back in with my ColourPop palette and go in with that same yellow shade that we used originally. And then a flat brush, just a flat brush, the same one I was also using. And put that on the tip there, and just blend that out right underneath my eye. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and apply some blush now. I'm gonna use that NARS Orgasm blush and put that right on my cheeks, and then kind of drag that up a little bit as well. I've really been liking blush lately. I never really liked it before, and because of that I have like no blush. Like I have like 2 or 3 different blushes, and that's it. Do you guys have any blushes that you guys really like? I would really love some suggestions of some that you guys use so I can try out some other ones. I am really liking this one by NARS. I've also really been wanting to try out their liquid blushes, but they are kind of intimidating because you really have to like blend them out and make sure you're not applying too much. But I think I'm gonna try one of those as well. And I've also been applying it a little bit on the bridge of my nose lately as well. Not too much, just so it looks like I have a little bit of color. Especially during the summer, you get a lot of color there just because of the shape of your nose. So I've been liking that a lot as well. And then I am gonna brush away all this face powder here as well. All right, next I'm gonna go in, I'm actually gonna apply a little bit of the Fenty Beauty Trophy Wife Highlighter. I'm actually gonna apply a tiny bit of that onto my lid just with my finger. And I actually just applied that all over my lid, and I like how it looks. It just gives it a little bit of shimmer, a little bit more of a pop. This one is definitely like, you can definitely see that it's like just like a bright gold, like a yellow gold, which when you apply it as a highlighter, you have to be kind of careful. But since this is already a yellow eyeshadow look, you can just go in and put that on and it will look fine. And then I am going to use this to highlight the inner corner of my eye as well. I'm not going to use it for my whole face, just because I do want the yellow on my eyes really to stand out. But I figured it would be a good highlight right on the inner corners there. And then next I'm going to go in with my highlight palette that I have from Makeup Revolution. And I'm going to go in with this shade here, this like light tannish brown gold shade. I don't know exactly what it's called, but I'm going to use that shade actually to highlight my face so it's not outshining the eyes. All right, and then I am going to go in back with my damp beauty blender and just lightly tap out the highlighter just to blend it out a little bit. All right, and I'm going to apply some mascara and I will be right back. Alright guys, I went ahead and applied my mascara, and I also just applied a nude lip as well. Again, the whole point is for the eyes to shine through. I don't want to overpower it with a bright lip or anything like that. So this is the finished look. This is what I came up with. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think, and if you guys do decide to try out this look, I would love to see it. So definitely tag me on Instagram or anything like that if you do decide to try it out. Or if you have any suggestions of things you would like to see in the future, definitely let me know that down in the comments below as well. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye!